So they're here. The future of the royal family has landed in New Zealand for a bit of a look around, really. The media pack huge. Hundreds of reporters, people with cameras, microphones and producers, you name it.
Smack bang in the middle of the hysteria, loving every second, is our own Heather du Plessis-Allen.
Whoops, Kate's dress nearly blew up. And then she came face to face with a bare-bottomed man. I tell you what, millions of people will be looking at these pictures and they'll be looking at them for years to come. Aren't we stoked it was filmed here in our own backyard by these people? These are official royal reporters. They're not paparazzi. They're pretty touchy about bad press.
So we might ask you a question.
Ironic. We asked and we asked for interviews.
You don't have to, you can say no.
And they did say no. Check this out. New Zealand security doesn't trust them. But these are actually pretty big deals, these people we have in Wellington. This is Judy Wade, who works for Hello Magazine. This is Max Foster from CNN. He got the first interview with William after George's birth. That was a pretty big deal.
Are we reading too much into it? Is it just you doing it your way, you and your wife doing it your own way?
I think so, and I'm just doing the way I know.
That is Nicholas Witchell from the BBC. A few years back, he looked like this, and Prince Charles said this about him. That old guy is veteran Sun photographer Arthur Edwards, who took the first ever media picture of Lady Di.
All of these people here, I just want to get the shot.
That's right. Someone will finally talk to us.
I think the British media actually deserves a bit more credit because we don't chase them. There are paparazzi in Kensington Gardens at the moment trying to get shots of the pram and the nanny and stuff like that, but none of that's been published.
I've got to say, they've been really well behaved and they're giving us great publicity while they're here in New Zealand, filing to their people back home, sending tweets to their hordes of followers. Arthur Edwards, I love this country. Max Foster, beautiful country. A cold, rainy New Zealand. Fog getting worse. Damn it, New Zealand, you had a chance and you blew it.
But it's only day one. We still have, 9 days to go, so hopefully the weather will shape up for us. Heather, you've been amongst all this media. Are they really calm? I kind of picture them all scrambling to get the shot when her skirt flew up, all trying to be right in their face, but you're saying they've been okay.
Yeah, I was really surprised, to be honest, because in the last tour, Prince William's tour a few years ago, I was there and it was pretty argy-bargy stuff, but this time, total decorum. I feel like we should apologise to the viewers that we're still going on about it, but the British media have actually had such a bad rap recently with the News of the World business and so on, that they're just a fascinating beast, but they were actually really charming today. You know, they didn't do anything in particular that offended anybody. There were a few bits of argy-bargy. I saw a guy trying to change his lens on his camera and he almost knocked another one off the step ladder he'd brought along, and there were a few swear words and that kind of carry on, but for the most part it was fine. They just have a different style to New Zealand journos. We're a lot more relaxed. They're a bit more to the point. But, you know, what I really want to point out is that we've got, like, the stars of royal reporting here at the moment. If you think, you know, Kate and William are big stars, they are nothing if they don't have an audience. These guys are their audience. We've got the guy here who broke the story that Camilla and Charles were going to get married, the guy who was able to confirm that Princess Diana had died in that crash. These are really, really big people, and we've all got them here all at once in New Zealand, which is a huge scoop for us.
Okay, what about the crowd numbers then? Because you say, 100-odd media. Were you impressed with the amount of Wellingtonians that came out to see them today?
No, look, the crowd numbers were really, really small, and I'm sure the Republican movement is going to jump on this and go, there you go, proof, we want to get rid of the monarchy. It's nothing like that. It's simply, look at this weather. It's absolutely abysmal. And yes, TVNZ, you're going to pay for a dry cleaning bill because I'm standing in it. And also, they have got, of course, a walkabout later in the week, so people can go and see them. So it's not a great sense of lack of interest here at all. It's simply that, you know, it just hasn't been a great day.
Okay, well, hopefully when the weather gets better, so will the crowds. Heather, thank you for joining us, and thank you too for donning the red jacket today. That's very on trend with the Royals. Take a look at this, Mike, because we found this on Trade Me today.
Stop it.
This is a replica, $70 on Trade Me if you want to look like Catherine.
Is it removable, the fur?
Yes, the fur doesn't have to stay on. I don't know what's underneath that fur, but if you want to look like Catherine, because apparently that's what happens, all the things she wears fly out the stores. So there you go.
Consumer
Buy one
tip,
for Katie.
$70, fantastic.